This section is recapping all of the confidence intervals that we've looked at so far. So we have the z interval, the t interval, and the one prop z interval. So the z interval and the t interval are both confidence intervals for the mean. We use the z interval if the population standard deviation is known, and we use the t interval if it's unknown. Now for both the z interval and the t interval, the population must be normally distributed, or the sample size has to be greater than or equal to 30. The one prop z interval is for proportions, and n times p hat and n times q hat both have to be greater than or equal to 5. Otherwise, we can't construct the confidence interval. Now I want to quickly go through some problems and highlight how we can tell which interval we have to use. So number 1 is asking for a confidence interval on the mean. So we know it has to be either a z interval or a t interval. And they provide the sample standard deviation and not the population standard deviation. So we know we have to use a t interval. Here is the rest of the question, so you can pause the video right now and copy this down. Number 2 is asking for an interval on the population proportion. So we know we have to use the one prop z interval. And here is the rest of the question. Number 3 is asking for an interval on the mean. So it's either a z interval or a t interval. And it provides the population standard deviation. So we know what sigma is. So we would use a z interval. And here is the rest of number 3.